Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lydia Wanja. I'm your advice mistress, and today we are diving deep into a topic that I think a lot of us grapple with, being our true selves in a world that sometimes seems to be designed for us to fit in rather than to stand out. There is this idea floating around that if you're just your true self, your authentic self, everyone will love you. But let's be real for a second. Authenticity does not guarantee that everyone will like you, and that's totally okay. So let's face it, being your authentic self is all the rage these days, right? You see it all over social media. Be yourself, live your truth, and while I'm all for that vibe, there is a little plot twist. Just because you're embracing your true self does not mean everyone is going to jump on board the love train, and that is okay. Being authentic means showing up as the real you with all your quirks and imperfections. It's about embracing who you are without the filters. But guess what? Not everyone is going to vibe with that. Some people might not get it, or they might just prefer something different, and that's life. Those days you feel like a complete rock star. You're like, yes, I nailed my presentation at work. I wore my favorite outfit, and then you go post it online and crickets, or worse, a thumbs down reaction. I've been there. I did this video once wearing a bold bride hairstyle, feeling like an absolute queen. And let me tell you, while some people were there cheering me on, others were like, what are you thinking? But here's the catch. I was not looking for their validation. I was celebrating my authentic self. And that is when it hit me. Just because I was being true to me does not mean everyone is going to be in my fan club. Now, I want to share a little story. There was a time in my life when I constantly tried to please everyone. You know how it goes, trying to smile at every comment, shifting my opinions just to keep the peace. Yeah, it was exhausting. So one day I decided to throw a small gathering at my place. I put a lot of effort into it, cute decorations, a cozy vibe, and my favorite playlist. I thought, this is gonna make everyone feel so good. And on the surface, it seemed like people enjoyed themselves. But deep down, I felt this pressure to keep everyone happy. Eventually, some of my friends came to me, not even realizing how overwhelmed I was. They started suggesting different fun plans they could bring, which kind of made me feel like I was just a backdrop to their good time instead of the host. That is when it dawned on me. Being authentic is not about forcing everyone to like what you do. It's about being yourself, regardless of the audience in the room. But I didn't quite get that until later. So here's the kicker. Authenticity guarantees that you will like you. When you start living for yourself and not trying to fit into someone else's mold, you build this amazing relationship with yourself. You start to appreciate your own uniqueness, your own thoughts, and your own style. And that confidence, it's contagious. Sure, some people might unfollow or not resonate with your vibe, but the ones who stick around, they're the ones who appreciate the real you. They're the ones who lift you up because they see the genuine person behind the facade. So, fast forward a couple of years, I got to this point where I genuinely asked myself, what would I do if no one was watching? And that question changed my world. Guess what? That is when I started to feel happier, to feel more fulfilled. Sure, I lost a few followers along the way, but the ones that stayed, they celebrated me for all the weirdness, the quirks, and the rawness of who I am. So let's talk about how to embrace authenticity, even when it's uncomfortable. Now, here are my top three tips. The first tip on your unique vibe. Embrace the things that make you you, whether it's your sense of humor, your style, or even your opinions. Don't let anyone dull your sparkle. Find your tribe. Surround yourself with people who get you. If they are more into not rocking the boat, maybe they are not your intended crew. Seek out folks who share your passions and celebrate individuality. Another thing, be ready for some pushback. Not everyone will be on board with your authenticity, and that is cool. Look, some might come around when they see how confident you are. Others, well, they can just stay in their lane. So if you're worried about being liked, remember this. It's way more important to like yourself. When you embrace your true self, you attract the right people into your life, the ones who celebrate you for who you really are. So, yeah, always remember being authentic guarantees that you will like you. That is the real win. Yes, you might get a few eye rolls here and there, but every moment of self love is a step towards living your best life. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you have not already. Share your experiences with authenticity in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, stay true to yourself and remember, you are enough just as you are. Peace.